like, really good at being a quarterback.
What do you do when they get mad at each other and throw the cans at each other?
Yeah, that's true.
That'll happen. Superintendent of the Chamber of County Schools, Dr. Kelly Hodges, another girl, claimed that getting children evacuated, not throwing cans of green beans, was the main point of the policy shift. I can honestly say that the major point of the training is to be able to get kids evacuated and not be sitting ducks under desks, Hodge says. The reaction to the plan was reportedly been mixed, with many Facebook calling the policy dangerous and stupid. Okay? Now, the whole thing of it is when you stand up to throw that 8-ounce can of food, okay, first of all, the only way that you got to knock them out is you'd have to hit their head while they're probably moving while they're seeing the can being dodged, which would fully expose you to being shot, your whole body torso. So I don't really see the sense in it, and might I add, you never want to take a can of food to a gunfight. Well, that gives the word can. Food fights are common in school. Yeah. So Michelle Obama. Yeah. So I got it. Like a pea. You never want to take a can of food to a gunfight.
You need a 4-inch drill.
No. You like vegetables? Here, have a can of corn. No.
There's some missing, but this is maybe a 8 feet.
Yeah, I would think maybe like a can of mace or something.
This is from, I took a picture of this.
This is not a can out the oven.
Yeah. I put it in that bowl there. I took a picture of this. We got a picture of this. I don't have the exact ones, but Big Shot Toy Works. It's called Big Shot Toy Works. In that dish there. Yeah. Big Shot Toy Works is making some new toys, and they're on Kickstarter. They're on Kickstarter, which is a fundraising internet organization that helps companies and nonprofits. Well, anyhow, they're trying to put out these toys, and it's a cross between Little Pony and the 4 Horsemen of Revelation. Okay, and it's called the 4 Horses of the Pocalypse, with a P, Pocalypse.
Oh. Okay.
And each one of the 4 horses they represent death and famine and pestilence and war. The 4 Horses of the Apocalypse.
Oh, man.
I thought that was interesting.
For those slightly little children, huh?
Little ponies and
They weren't
4
served
horses.
before, they want to make them disturb.
Imagine that.
I wonder if these are sealed.
Okay. Yeah.
You have to imagine.
I got this article. Feinstein wins USPS sales. The United States has entered into a contract with a real estate firm to sell 56 buildings that currently house U.S. post offices. The government has decided no longer needs these buildings, most of which are located on prime land in towns and cities across the country. The sale of these properties will fetch about $19 billion. A regular real estate commission will be paid to the company that was given to the exclusive listing for handling the sales. The company is CRI, and it belongs to a man named Richard Bloom. Richard Bloom is the husband of Dianne Feinstein. Senator Feinstein and her husband stand to make a fortune estimated at $950 million to $1.1 billion from these transactions. This company is the sole real estate agent for the sale. Is that nepotism? And
sounds like he learned from Howells and Jeffrey.
Yes, I did. Yes.
Wonderful.
Hey, now, isn't that copyrighted?
H&R Block. This is from H&R Block. I'm going to go to H&R Block. in the past. No one can understand new Obamacare tax quotes.
Not even my account.
Not even H&R Block.
H&R Block, the nation's largest retail tax preparation company, warns that the newly released Obama tax code, officially called the Affordable Care Act, is likely to confuse millions of taxpayers who try to tackle their tax return in 2014. Now that the Affordable Care Act has made health care a tax issue, no one can understand it. H&R Block flatly tells taxpayers in a video that resides on its dedicated Obamacare website.
So it won't be on TurboTax either.
A former IRS commissioner agrees and cautions that the new tax requirements will be a shock to the system, especially affecting low-income earners who have never itemized on their tax returns. The tax preparation giant with 24 million tax clients worldwide reports that the Obama tax rules now constitute the biggest tax code change in the last 20 years.
You bet. Well, they said that you want coffee. Yeah.
They're going to delay
Some water, though.
the payments this year until October.
Well, yeah, they almost have to figure out.
Start out this tax code.
Yeah.
But
Oh, more cows.
They figure out
Yeah.
money they're going to save off of it, though, by doing that, because that means there'll be more interest made off the monies in the bank for the government that we have put in there for them to get interest off. Isn't it wonderful?
Lovely.
I'm waiting for the day where people go to jail for not understanding and paying this Obamacare tax, and they get it for tax evasion.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another question. Yeah. Okay.
Well, the Supreme Court decision is coming out in June. Good about that, don't you? If it's tax exemptions, not exemptions, but subsidies are constitutional, the decision will come down in June. If not, a lot of Nebraska's exempt. I don't know if it's other than so there's a lot of other people who get paid through subsidies. Well, that might change real quick. Supreme Court comes down with the yeah. And a lot of people forget also that of course, like unemployment, that's taxable. Social Security is taxable. Well, these will also be taxable again. So it's going to be the penalty. The first penalty is 97. The second is 266, and like the third time is like. Well, there's one that goes up quicker, like 600. One goes up to about like 600.
Jeez.
I always wonder what happens if your tax return is not as great as the penalty.
Again, it's putting people
You
in
still
jail
owe
for
taxes.
something that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. People are not going to be paying these taxes, and sooner or later, they're going to crack down and say, well, you're evading your taxes. You go to prison.
No,
Think about it, is you go to prison for something that.
The whole thing of this tax issue. You know, down the bottom of the form, you see the sign. The tax code is illegal. All the tax code says is you must file a return. If you don't sign it, you still file the return. These attorneys are making all these days the court over there complaining. Because we file a tax return. See, the people, the sheeple don't understand the wolves. But once the sheeple understand the wolves are in trouble. And now the wolves are in trouble. The government's in trouble. They know they are.
So you take it, you fill it up, you don't sign it?
You don't sign it. And just wait for them to send it back. You did not sign your return. So that's like,
that's weird.
they'll send you a note. You didn't sign your return. Once you sign it, you have a contract. If you don't sign that, you don't have a contract with the government.
Yeah, because if you sign it, you're on the penalty of perjury. Yeah, and nobody can do a file a proper tax return without mistake.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Yeah, like you said. that confirms.
Wow.
So you won't be able to do it over the computer anymore?
Well, you got to sign it, right?
No, not on the computer. There's some kind of electronic thing. They
I would not.
That's
I would
considered a
not
signature, though.
I would mail it in.
Oh, we've been doing ours on the computer for years.
Mail it in.
They can get you for
Well, I mean, you, of course, you know, you want to get your tax refund back.
Right.
Yeah. Well, next time, or this coming year, when you ask them to take the money out of your taxes in their work, tell me what can. Take more deductions, you know, more. And that way it'll be less money. It's your money. Why should you put money? Have a company take money out of your account to send to the government with your money anyway.
Yeah.
I learned this a long time ago. That I'm not going to, of course, in a business, you know, you pay taxes on your profit. 15% tax is 15% tax.
Yeah.
So the company pays 7.5%. I don't think they're going to raise that thing. They want to raise it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 15% tax because if you're self-employed like you are, selling real estate, you know, you have to have a 1099.
Yeah. Unless you have enough deductions, it really hurts.
You're working for somebody.
15% working for somebody.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's all coming out of your paycheck.
Your paycheck, yeah.
They don't contribute.
No,
They just don't pay as much as they would.
Yeah. Because they get a break. Corporations get a break.
The last 7 days will be right back. Watch. Pray. For we not know what hour the Son of God will return. Prophecy, New World Order, terrorism, economic collapse, wars, pest, Israel. When they say peace, then cometh sudden destruction, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, end time headlines at www.endtimeheadlines.org. Attention, emerging bands and artists. Up and Coming is back, and on more often. I'm talking about the main show, featuring all genres. Send me your band's recordings or let me know where you're at, whether you're on SoundCloud, SoundClick, or Reverb Nation. And I will play them on Up and Coming. Listen for details on how your band can get on Up and Coming. For Up and Coming podcast on GJRB's public site or live. Watch for announcements closer to the approaching air date. Up and Coming, uploaded as a podcast or live. Saturday, March 28th on GJRB. It's about time. Here it is. My view of sports will finally be revealed as I open up the sports page. I'll be talking about the Super Bowl. What did you think about it? We'll also be covering hockey, baseball. Spring training's not far away. Also basketball, March Madness. It's going to be a page full of action, win or lose. It's Gary J's sports page, and it starts Tuesday, January 27th at 2 o'clock Central on GJRB.